Hello sitten taas täältä Witcherin parista. Mennään puhumaan tälle kinkulle.
Get a hold of yourself, soldier.
Pöllitään eka sen kukat. Muuta ei sitten olekaan. Juus. Voidaan sammuttaa nämä. Noin.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask, what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia?
Peace and quiet, sire. I need to clear my name. Though I tend not to meddle in politics, this time I believe I have no choice.
You must answer quickly and unequivocally. You must be clear, Witcher. I'm in no mood for excuses hiding behind professional codes and trade secrets.
Sulla on
Did you kill Foltest?
Kunnon bling-blingit päällä tällä
Do you know who did?
Joo.
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tanseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages as usual have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Totta kai.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
Saaks mä samanlaiset bling-blingit kuin sulla on päällä, jos mä teen
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwennies and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
It turns into hell.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
Okei, riittää höpöttämisestä. Places to go, people to kill. Level uppikin sieltä tuli sitten taas. Mennään katsomaan. Character. Olisiko se sitten vaan tätä samaa puuta? Näistä ei ole mikään mun mielestä kauhean hyviä. Chance of all critical effects. Se olisi tietysti ehkä ihan hyvä. No, mennään nyt tonne päin. Otetaanpa se siitä nyt sitten. Saadaan toi ensi kerralla ja sitten toi kuulostaa mukavalta. Eipä kai noilla talenteilla nyt niin paljon väliä. Kyllähän ne auttaa tietysti.
Hello, damn it. Salutations.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Conspiracy theory. Salaliittoteorioita. Aina yhtä mukavia.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Kissa. Oletteko te vähän väsyneitä kanssa, kuten
Piss off.
pidätte noin päätänne alhaalla ja toi kuori saa tossa. Ja se toinenkin muuten kuorsas. Mitenhän se puhu niinku kesken uniensa sitten vaan.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
Time will tell.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
No, ihan sama.
I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banord.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework.
Teoriat on kunnossa tällä kaverilla.
Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood, best done at midnight surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Marguerite Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Quite a tome. Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Findebear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Tekstiä tulee.
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy. The minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
Okei. Jos ne tekstit nyt riittää, sitten dialogit.
You're gonna help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Ei kannata tämän kaverin kaveriksi siis ryhtyä. Käy huonosti. Joo, mutta kuten sanottua, places to go, people to kill. Joten sitten aletaan etsimään jotain, millä me saadaan tähän jotain järkeä, tähän killukseen. Tällä oli niitä kirjoja, mutta ei ne ole täällä. Ei me ainakaan pystytä lukemaan niitä, jollei se antanut niitä meille. Joo, tässä on ainakin jotain tullut. Joo. Hemmetti kun on niin inventorikin täynnä. Pitäis jotain saada pois. Talk to the soldiers about the conspiracy. No, puhutaan sitten. Jos me voitais. Ei näillä voi puhua kellekään.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain. Let's talk arm wrestling.
Tehdään tää nyt eka pois alta.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Paaaljon. I remember him. Strong for a peasant.
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with an Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Wanna wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Who should I challenge?
Martin and Randall are the strongest in my company. Then there's Magnus, the camp blacksmith.
I'll try them.
Watch out for Magnus. As I see it, he could easily do his work with no tools.
Sepät on varmaan aika kohtuullisen voimakkaita ollut. Mitähän tää tekee?
Steady on, White Wolf.
Ei se tee mitään. Okei, sitten taas pitkät dialogit.
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
No, se oli nopeata toimintaa se silverin sulattaminen sitten. Ja jakaminen.
How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well...
How fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry.
Sitä, että meillä on aikaraja.
Does Henselt pay his mercenaries well? Call it professional curiosity on my part.
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits. to be divvied up between those who survive.
So the more of you die, the greater the take per head.
Yes.
Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's Blue Banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who...
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Cohorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the...
I took a little time off recently. Something along the lines of...
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Okei, sillä ei ole mitään muuta onneksi enää.
They say only a spell will lift it.
Hello, damn it. Salutations.
Salutations.
Hello, damn it.
Sillä ei ole sitten
Salutations.
muuta.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Joo, nyt pitää löytää sitten niitä arm wrestle kavereitakin täältä josta. Käden vääntö. Näistä ei kukaan halua mulle puhua.
Greetings.
The sight of your camp must instill...
Normal military conditions, Witcher.
Thanks for the history lesson.
Nothing sinks defenders, though I'll say these Vergen sons of bitches...
I'm not sure the Death Mold was kind enough to help me.
Details don't interest me.
If it involves a limit...
That's perfect.
Not the same.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher.
It would run counter to Witcher rules, Your Majesty. I don't meddle in
And I usually...
I still refuse. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it, and the bodyguard...
Seems logical, though I'd even say it contains a hint of a threat. Congratulations, Witcher! You've managed to piss me off and entertain me at the same time.
Godspeed. Okei, onks täällä sitten mitään muuta enää? Ilmeisesti ne soldierit, joille mun pitää puhua jo täällä ylhäällä ollenkaan. Ehkä ne on sitten tuolla alempana. Täällä nimittäin. Lower Campilla.
No talking to the prisoner.
What is it, Witcher?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Aldrin, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Aldrin. Nobody quite like that cunt.
Aha. Find Aldrin.
Here, boy! Aldrin!
Aldrin.
Greetings! Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organizing nightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwin. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills. Greeting!
Ei kannata seisoa tulessa.
Tournaments.
Okei, toi oli vaan tuo sama. Tolla ei voida puhua ja taas sieltä tuli tää sama. Okei, no siinä
What else am I to do?
porukassa ei sitten oo ketään kiinnostavaa. Onks tää Ootrin?
What do you want?
I collect old coins.
Here in the camp? Are you daft?
I heard there are some overseas coins floating around. Square, with a fish on them or something.
Don't know nothing about that. Fuck off. Oh, what do you want?
To talk.
What do you...
This place worth staying around?
The company's all right. All lads with balls as far as I know.
I've noticed that. And the rest?
What rest?
Nobles? Deathmold? The king?
Can't complain. The lords aren't too lofty. Deathmold keeps the peace, great mage that he is. And our king's the best. Long live King Henselt!
Yeah, long live.
What do you...
Mitään muuta.
What do you want?
Think you can beat Eddern?
Can we ever?
It won't be easy. They say Saskia's gathered quite a force around Vergen.
What force? A band of short-asses, peasant rabble and a few elves. Don't forget, they'll be dealing with a regular army.
So what are you waiting for? Why aren't you at Vergen's gates?
The ploughing fogs cut us off from Eddern. Just yesterday, a company tried to get to the other side. Only 3 men returned. What do you...
To talk. Henselt has no source.
Indeed.
How do you know?
Wasn't for naught he burned that Sabrina Gleth... whatever. Deathmold would never agree to it anyway.
Strange custom. Deathmold has more to say.
How should I know? Sabrina's dead, and that's that. Some mourn her. Most just... What do you...
Joo, ja sitten vielä tämä.
I heard you calling out for Audrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier. Except he staggers a lot.
Okei.
What you want?
They feed you well here?
Depends. One day be heaps of meat, the next straight grits without one pork dripping. Still, we fill our stomachs with what the foe has in his stores.
Audrin, where are you?
No eiks tää nyt sitä puhu enempää?
Piss
Mitäs
off out
täällä?
of here. You're talking to an elder. So show a little respect, you prick licker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Mitäs työpaikkakiusaamista tämä nyt on? No, pitää vissiin meidän näyttää näille, että ei saa kiusata. Tai sitten ei.
Are you all right?
You best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me. And then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Ei vittu olla ilkeä.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Would you do it for that?
All right.
Little Sisters. Livallekin pitää sitä puhua. Tästä nyt tulee varsinainen dialogijakso. Ei paljon niin mitään muuta sitten päästäkään tekemään.
Get a hold. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Joo. Katsotteko me ihan täältä? Ei me noita käyty vielä kattoo. Joku sininen pistekin minimapissa.
Witcher, what do you want?
This your first war?
Not a chance. We soldiers never went for work under Henselt.
I know you.
Aye. We met in Vizima. I was working for Salamandra and barely escaped your rat. Grown wiser since. Listen, I've a trinket. My last reminder of those days. Take it and hold no grudge against me.
Miten tää voikin tunnistaa jonkun naaman sieltä asti? No thanks.
I hold no grudge. Keep the trinket.
I will. If I have stupid thoughts again, one look should be enough to collect myself.
Okei. Aika randomi.
What is it?
I heard there are some lovely ladies around here.
I heard the same.
Tää on ihan saman näköinen tää kaveri.
Left me fiancé at home. Gave me word I'd be true.
Oho, taas me seisottiin siinä tulassa. Oltiin cinematicista pois. Joo. Tietysti sitä huoria pitää heti ensimmäisenä kysyä. Mistä niitä löytyy? Greetings. Tossa se niitten tappelu.
Watch the fuck out!
Mä tuupin kuule sut sinne nyt.
Watch the...
I will not watch the fuck out. Voinks mä käyttää tätä? Jos saataisiin se sinne tuupattua.
Watch the fuck out! Watch the fuck out!
No ei se toimi. Ei se toimi. Ois ollut siisti.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Greetings! tournament.
Tournament. Ei, no niin. Miksi se pistää mut aina tohon
What do you want?
tulaan?
Normally I only talk to drunks.
Let me buy you a beer.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
Death Mold summoned me.
Oh, fuck.
What are you afraid of?
Hard enough to get inside Detmold's quarters, but bloody impossible to leave.
I'm sober. I think I'll be able to find the door.
You won't scoff if you'd seen the broken bones, the gouged out eyes, or men so crazy they didn't recognize their own mothers. It's true that Detmold tortures anyone who wrongs him, even in the slightest. They say the sorcerer made Hensel burn Sabrina at the stake. Detmold's so strong at Hensel's side, it's a bad thing. Very bad.
Still looking for coins?
What do you want?
Seen any square coins around here?
Square coins and white mice are good signs you had enough of the booze. I need to find me mate. Let me be. What else am I to do?
Jos
What do you
näkee
want?
kolikot neliöinä, niin riittävästi tullut juotua.
I heard you calling for Audrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Audrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like ploughing without a woman.
Okei.
Odrin!
On niillä nyt Odrin ja kauhean ikävä kaikilla.
Yeah?
You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
Okei. Voitaisin tällä vaikka myydä vähän. Myydä vähän tavaraa. Tää on Geraltin puoli. Onks täällä mitään kallista? Tää on aika kallis. Eikä edes kauhean hyvä. Myydään se pois. Tai aika painava siis tarkoitin sanoa. Miten clothikin voi painaa noin paljon? Kun on paljon kaikkea. I got so much shit here. Toiminen voidaan vaikka myydä. Joku tuokin. Ja toikin vissiin, joo, on mulla parempi se oma. Parempi no ainakin. Mitähän mä näistä yleensä käytin? Toivottavasti mä en nyt myynyt mitään sitä mun parasta miekkaa, niin minkäslainen se on? Okei, joo, se on noin hyvä.
So?
I'd like to...
I'll play if you beat Zivik and Mad...
Okei. Pitää voittaa Dice-pokerissakin sitten taas porukkaa.
A bit scared of going against the snake. The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Kauhea Odrinin kutsuhuuto.
But what if she's truly an anointed virgin? Greetings.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Odrin, come here boy, come here.
Greetings.
Miksei kukaan puhu
I've no
mulle?
idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Hope you're a civilian.
What? Surprised to see a dwarf on human leash? Got a well-thought-out slur ready and waiting. Go on, surprise me.
You're a little tense.
Tense. That's a good one. I, odd-looking human, am a prime mercenary, a sapper. I'm not tense by definition.
A sapper?
Not that kind of sapper. I build field fortifications and war machines. I can fucking throw a boat bridge across a river in half a day. Digging ditches is relaxing, that's what I meant.
Got any spare parts from those war machines? The decommissioned ones, of course. I need some to make monster traps.
Sure. Why wouldn't I? If I do.
Pitääköhän mun voittaa tää tossa pokerissa? En tiedä. Koitetaan. Mitä tapahtuu? Mitäs mulla on 2 paria. Täyskäsi siitä. Ei tullu. You lose. Fucking faggot. Let's do it again. Eiks mulla mitään? No mulla on 5 pari. Ei ookaan. Miten mä saan? Noin. Nää on vähän hämäriä. Eihän mulla mitään. Ois 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eikö se oo suora?
What is it?
I heard you and your men arm wrestle a bit.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told. But I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Let's arm wrestle ja maksimi betit sinne. Meillä on kyllä tuota rahaakin hakkivasti jo kerääntynyt. Tää on se helpoin minigame ikinä, missä ei tarvitse tehdä yhtikäs mitään.
You're tough.
Beat another opponent at arm wrestling.
Looking for something?
I heard some tough men.
You heard right.
Care to test that with?
Why not? If you want to wrestle.
4300 meillä on massi.
Let's do this.
Vähän kerääntynyt. Näin aikaisessa pelin vaiheessa.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
What do you want?
I heard that Sabrina Glevissig was burned at the stake somewhere nearby.
Upon a hill. Folk congregate there to this day.
What for?
They say it brings luck, but I don't buy that superstitious shite.
Shite.
Trouble.
Trouble.
Something's brewing.
Something's brewing. Joo, jätetään tämä jakso tähän sitten. Oli pelkkää dialogia oikeastaan. Toivottavasti ei teitä haitannut ja toivottavasti tuo juoni kiinnostaa. Protect military secrets. Mutta joo, nähdään sitten ensi jakson puolella taas. Se on nyt moi.